So let's see. First card is what's being suppressed or repressed. That's totality. Second card is yin, which is passive. The outsider. And then the active, the yang. Intensity. The meditation. Isolation. Insight into the body. Heart, and then being. Flowering. Insight into the being. Beyond illusion. And then the final card is the higher understanding. Wonderful. Okay, so we have some new cards that I don't often see, like totality and intensity. Isolation often finds me when life gets hard. I tend to isolate myself and shut down anything that I can't positively connect to. So this is a frequent card that shows up. Politics is another one that I see frequently in this deck, and in the modern era of false faces and pretending to be someone we're not, this card makes a lot of sense. And as it's my body, I'm in a place where I'm trying to reassess where I'm at. You know, I just had a breakdown and I haven't had one of those since 2019. So 7 years strong, but alas, one happened. And so it takes looking at where I'm at, you know, not just in my head, but physically, because I lost it. And so I like that the insight into the heart is flowering, which is abundance and prosperity, beauty and peace, and just a lot of positive energy that comes from the heart. And I feel that my heart is open and flowing freely, and I don't feel a lot of resistance to that flowing. And then insight into the being is beyond illusion. Like this card is just very esoteric. It's a butterfly. It's the third eye. It's openness, and it's seeing something more than what's there. And I think that's my whole personhood. I see something beyond what most see at surface level. It's like a rippling mirror. Some see a mirror, but I see an illusion behind the mirror. And so I like seeing the world from that perspective. This outsider card is my yin card, the passive, as I tend to be more passive in my participation with others. I think this leaves me as an outsider to the life I lead, because I wait for others. Well, I did for a long time. I would say now I've embraced my outsider nature, where I felt odd and the odd one in the crowd, locked out of normalcy. But now I've kind of embraced that lack of normalcy, because it's weird. It's me. It's just, I don't have to conform or fit. And so I'm okay being the outsider. And that's passively who I am. And it just lets me adapt and be myself no matter what moment I come to. And I think my active energy intensity is a good word for it. I'm super serious and struggle to take things lightly, and that brings an intense energy that can be kind of off-putting if I'm not in the right state of mind. So learning to focus that energy in a positive way is really helpful when I'm going through it. And focus came to mind because this card has like a person flowing in the left direction, and it's almost like an arrow pointing into the light. And I like to think of that as what I do with my intensity. I take all that focus of self, who I am, who I know myself to be, who I want to be, and I try to charge it forward into a bit of light I can share with others. And so what's being repressed is this totality of self. I'm in the in between. You can see the person being held on from one, but not quite making the connection to the other. So it's kind of in a middle state of being. Well, I'm in that middle ground where I'm not my old self, but I'm not quite fully my new self. And so there's a trust to be found that in this moment, I'm not quite there yet, but there is peace to be found in getting there where I'm meant to be. And so that brings the Thunderbolt, which I think is akin to the Tower card, because there's a lot of fire and lightning and falling, but there's the outer sense of body that's there in the shaking and uh, in the overwhelming state that this card kind of represents. And for me, the Thunderbolt is the shock that I received at the beginning of the month, and ultimately the transformation that comes in having everything shaken to your core. So, again, the cards are in alignment with where I'm at, where I'm going, where I've been. So it's nice to see. When I had my breakdown, I went into a really dark place and I didn't want to talk to the divine. I didn't want to connect. I put my tarot cards away. Um, I had no plan to, branch into the divine again anytime soon, just with how awful I felt. But times change, things change, everything does, and my mood did too, thankfully. So I'm not where I was, and in light of not being where I am or was, I'm glad to be where I am now. No matter if that's transition or not, better is better, and I'm glad to be better.